Hey guys, Outdoor Enthusiast 88 here again with a different kind of video today. Today we're actually installing Talon grips on my Smith Wesson M&P Shield. Just kind of some extra thoughts on this. Actually, here are the different types of magazines you can get. You have a 8-rounder and a 7-rounder. The 8 is extended, and the Talon actually comes with a wraparound grip base for this. Then you also have the flush round magazine. I'll show you. All this is clear, of course. 7-round flush magazine, 8-round magazine. So we're actually going to install Talon grips just like this on the magazine as well as on the grip itself. And then you also have a 7-rounder where you can remove the base plate and put on a pierce grip, extra extension for your pinky. Looks kind of like that. It's pretty nice. Little extension. I know a lot of people who conceal carry this gun like the flat because it's nice and slim profile compared to doing this right here. Even this kind of sticks out a little more. So what I had on this gun originally was actually a Hogue custom fit grip. And basically what you do is you just kind of slide this onto there. It goes on. You have to actually kind of do quite a bit of work to get it on there. I don't know if I can do it right now without letting it slip off. But this is actually a small Hogue grip. It's not made specifically for the Shield. So what you actually have to do, and I've had this for a couple of years now, it's worked pretty good for the most part. There's a couple of problems with it, but what you have to do is you actually have to trim a cutout on the bottom. So you slice it and then you cut little lines into it to kind of go around the base. The first time you put this on here, you really need to use a lot of heat from a heat gun or hair dryer to get it on there. But a couple of problems I noticed with this is it is nice. It gives a nice full palm to actually shoot the pistol with. However, this likes to slide down, which you can imagine is not very good when this lip is in there because you can get it caught, put the magazine in, and it'll start shredding the base. As you can tell, it kind of started cracking a little bit from that kind of same problem. As well as it's not the same grip every time you grab the pistol because this actually does move around. You could fix it. You can make it a little more permanent. You can glue it. You could put some double-sided tape in there. You could do something to stop it from wiggling around. But after a couple of years of using it, I've decided I want to kind of move away from it, get a different texture kind of feel to it. So I recently went and took this off. And I'll keep it, use it down the road if I need to. And I picked myself up some Talon grips. This is the new model. I don't know if it's new to 2015, 2016 or not, but it is the brand new model. It actually wraps differently than the old model did, and it looks a little bit different too. So here they are. And here is the rubberized textured. A couple alcoholic pads as well as the base. So what you're going to want to do is take the slide off. You won't be needing that. And what you're going to want to do is make sure you have a hair dryer with you. You can read the little instructions here. Use rubbing alcohol. You want to clean off all the polymer surfaces before putting the grips on. They say use extra rubbing alcohol as well as a small brush if you need to. Remove the backing off of the Talon grips and slowly start wrapping around the pistol. Something different about this model is actually it says to tuck the extra end underneath and then stick it down. So you'll see that as I go. And then you want to use a heat gun or a hair dryer to finish the job, make sure it sticks in firmly. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to go ahead and I guess we can start with the magazine. Start with the easy one, right? I already washed my hands too, which is a good deal. Make sure you have a clean surface, clean hands to work on this. Something I noticed when kind of buying this was that, you know, the problem that a lot of people are having with the Shield magazines, the extended one, the 8-rounders, is that this little piece here would slide up and cause problems. But you won't have that problem if you have the Talon grip on there, because the Talon grip itself would actually seal them together. So dry, you know, get that all cleaned up, and then take a hair dryer to it. About blowing your instructions and everything away. Looks nice and dry. All right, so this piece right here, just gonna wrap around just like that. Now you will not be able to take the magazine out anymore, so apart anymore. So once you get this on there, it's gonna be, the only way to clean the magazine will be to go from the top. You won't be able to take it apart unless you want to take apart your Talon grip. So just know that going in. Not a huge deal, but if you abuse your magazines a lot, it could be a big deal. Shouldn't have to trim anything. It should pull to the back just like that. Should be nice. So, all right, let's begin here. So this stuff is very sticky, very tacky. Line it up with a little V there. And you want to just lightly tap it, because if you need to move it, you're going to want to be able to move it pretty easily. Make sure this lines up nice, straight. Actually, you can tell I'm missing a little bit. You want to give it a little bit more room right here. There you go. Make it nice and even. There you go. Comes to the back quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'll hit it with a heat gun for a little bit, but pretty much you want to hit it up to several times to make sure that it sticks permanently. But I will do that, most of that, after the video. So yeah, like I was saying, you want to hit it several times with the heat gun, and then just make sure that this really stays on there. It looks really even right now, which is good. I think I did a pretty good job lining it up. Might have a little bit of overhang right there, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, hit this with the heat gun a few more times. Keep pressing it and make sure it stays on there. It's going to kind of solidify to the polymer. It should be nice and tacky on there, but it feels great. And there's that. So that one's easy. That was the easy one. Now, the fun one. This one has a little more texture to it. You got to line it up with the emblem. You got to line it up with some of the grooves here. And I guess from other older models that used to wrap from the front and connect in the back here, now it wraps starting on the side. You line everything up. You connect it on the back here. And it actually wraps around like so, and they say to tuck it underneath this flap. So it's going to end up being a little tucked underneath there. I don't know why they designed it that way. I'm assuming it's to make it more longevity, to keep it from coming apart. So So go ahead and start peeling. I do hear, I mean, unlike the Hogue, which is a, you know, actual rubber pad piece, I do hear that these, you know, can come apart over time. They'll start sliding around somewhat, but from what I hear, they are very reliable and very good, especially the sandpaper type, the granular one. Line everything up how you like it. Lines up really well. What's cool is it actually kind of matches the texture of the Talon grip, kind of matches the texture of the Shield's texture already on the grip, which is pretty neat. It's overshooting it a little bit. There we go. All right. And slide it up a little bit, fill in that gap there. And it does glide pretty easily. It's not like a permanent fixture as soon as you tap it on there. So it does glide around a little bit, which is good. This base here kind of folds down, fills in the gap very nicely. All right, now this should wrap around very snugly, just along this line here. Looks good. And now you're gonna wanna take this part and lift it up just a hair. You don't need a lot, just a hair. Push it back over. So all the lines look good, no bubbles, no wrinkles. A nice little T for Talon there. Everything lined up really well. Yeah, no complaints. Looks good. No bubbles, no wrinkles. Looks even for the most part on each side. Might be a little bit high right here. We'll just slide it down a little bit. There you go. Just line it up with the circle there. And that's it, guys. So just go ahead and hit it with the heat gun a couple of times. Wiggle it around as much as you can. And there you go. It's a nice grip to it. I think it feels great. It fills your hand up a little bit more, so it does add a little thickness, but not too much. So yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below. Sure to like the video, subscribe on my page, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.